Hey, what's up? Brad from Simple Guitar. I just hit 6 years on YouTube this past Friday. And after teaching thousands of adult guitar players over those 6 years, I've noticed the same 5 mistakes show up over and over again. These are the ones that keep people stuck for months, sometimes years. And the frustrating part is, most of the time, the person thinks that the problem is them, that they're just not talented enough or that they started too late. And it's almost never that. So today, I'm gonna walk you through the 5 biggest mistakes I see adult guitar players make, why they happen, and what to do instead. So if you've been playing for a while and you still feel like a perpetual beginner, this one's for you. Now, a little bit of quick context before we jump in. Most of the people I work with are adults. A lot of them are in their 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, beyond, right? They're busy, they have jobs, they have families, and a lot of them have tried and quit before. What I've learned is that the adult brain learns differently than a kid's. We understand things faster, but we also get in our own way faster. So these 5 mistakes are usually the reason. Mistake number 1, trying to hold too many things in your head at once. This is a big one. You sit down to practice and you're trying to remember the chord shape, keep the strumming pattern going, stay in time, mute the strings you don't want, and maybe even sing at the same time. Your brain is maxed out. Everything feels hard and clumsy. Then you walk away thinking, man, I'm just not cut out for this. What's actually happening is cognitive overload. Your working memory can only handle a few things at once. So when you pile too many things on top of each other, nothing gets the attention it needs, and none of it becomes automatic. So the fix is almost the opposite of what most people do. Pick one thing to focus on. Just one. Get that one thing clean and comfortable until your hands start doing it without you having to think about it, and then add the next piece. This is how you move skills out of your head and into your body. And once enough of them live in your body, playing starts to feel like music instead of a constant mental checklist. Mistake number 2, inconsistent or heroic practice. A lot of adults wait until they have a free hour, or they try to make up for lost time with a long session over the weekend. And that almost never works long term. The players who actually break through are the ones who get the guitar in their hands most days, even if it's only 10 or 15 minutes. Short and consistent beats long and sporadic every single time. Your hands and your brain need frequent contact. When you only play once or twice a week, you're basically starting over every session. So if your schedule is packed, stop waiting for the perfect block of time, put the guitar on a stand in the room where you actually live, and play for 10 focused minutes. That's enough to keep progress moving. Mistake number 3, neglecting rhythm and timing. Now this one surprises people. Most adult beginners spend almost all their attention on the fretting hand, right? Getting every chord shape right, making sure every note rings out, and the right hand just kind of happens. But here's the truth. Clean chords with bad time still sound like a beginner. Imperfect chords, but with solid time, already start to sound musical. Rhythm is the foundation of everything else. And if the time is shaky, no amount of perfect chord changes will save it. So here is a simple fix for your rhythm. Spend part of every practice session just on your strumming hand. Mute the strings and practice the strumming pattern along with a metronome, or play along with a real song and lock in with the drums. Your timing will improve faster than almost anything else that you can work on. Mistake number 4, playing on a guitar that fights you. I see this constantly. Someone is struggling with chord changes, their fingers hurt, strings are buzzing, and it turns out the action is really high, or the strings are really heavy, or the guitar has never been properly set up. Now, adults feel this more than kids do, right? A higher action and heavier strings create unnecessary resistance, and a lot of people interpret that physical struggle as I'm just not good at this. If your guitar is hard to play, get it set up, lower the action, consider lighter strings or the lightest strings you can get, especially when you're still building calluses and finger strength. Removing physical friction makes everything else easier and more enjoyable. In fact, I recommend most of my students on electric guitar play 8s, and on acoustic guitar, I put 10s on mine. Try that out. Mistake number 5, waiting to play real songs until you feel ready. This might be the most emotional one. A lot of adults stay in exercise mode for way too long. They practice chord changes and strumming patterns, but in isolation, and they're waiting until everything feels clean enough before they try like an actual song. But the breakthrough, which is the moment it starts feeling like you're actually making music, almost always happens when you start playing real songs, even if they're messy. Anything worth doing is worth doing wrong to get started. You don't need to wait until you're good. You get good by playing songs. Pick simple tunes that you actually like. Learn the verse, then the chorus, then connect them. It will sound imperfect at first, and that's completely fine. That imperfect version is still doing more for your progress and your motivation than another week of just isolated drills. So those are the 5. Trying to hold too many things in your head at once, inconsistent practice, neglecting rhythm, playing on a guitar that fights you, and waiting too long to play real songs. None of these mean that you're not talented. They're just common traps that almost every adult player falls into at some point. The good news is they're all fixable. And when you start fixing them, the guitar gets a lot more fun, a lot faster. If this resonated with you, let me know in the comments which of these 5 you've struggled with the most. I read them. I reply to stuff all the time, okay? And if you want help turning these ideas into actual progress, then you need to come hang out with me and my other students in the Guitar Mastery Circle. If you're tired of feeling like a perpetual beginner and just playing the same sloppy chord changes over and over, we are here to help you in the Guitar Circle Mastery Program. It's a group coaching program. We do live classes every single week with me. I see your playing. I hear how you're doing. I answer your questions, and we do training and exercises together. It is so much fun, and it's really going to help you avoid these 5 mistakes. So if this was helpful for you, go check out the Guitar Mastery Circle program at simpleguitar.com. And thanks again for watching today. I will see you over here in this next video right here.